again with another progress report. I've got the flames painted and the exhaust headers installed and tires installed on the chassis. I've got the figure painted and just mocked up here in the position. Came out pretty nice. I've done the body. Here we got the air intake and the body here in Craftsmart orange. About three or four heavy coats of that, and two or three heavy coats of Future. Gave it a nice little shine. I kind of wish I could do a fade on it. I was thinking of doing a fade after, but when I was putting this orange on, I kind of thought maybe it would have been better if I'd have done a darker orange here and some white on the highlights, and then put the lighter orange over top. But I decided to go with the orange, but now I'm finding it looks a little pale. So I'm debating whether to take a little darker orange and just kind of try and do a fade around the edges here. But I'm not sure if that would work out or if that would just mess things up. So anyway, well, stay tuned and see what I do next. And one more thing before I forget, I shaved off the door handle and the door hinges, and I used some half-round styrene half-round pieces and cut and attached them here as hinges. I'm going to put after I'm done, I'll put a handle here and converted it to suicide doors just to add a little more interest, make it a little more custom. So I wanted to mention that before I forget. Well, I'm back in the paint booth, and I did take a chance on the to do the shading or the fade or whatever you want to call it. I took some of the orange that I started with originally, Craftsmart, and added about 4 or 5 drops of the burnt orange and mixed it up, darkened it a bit, thinned it out with some Future floor finish to make it a little shiny and help level it and lay it down nice. So I just went around the edges with that. You can see it along the bottom of the door there and around the edge of the fenders. Just a little bit around the back and on the top there. So this adds a little extra color, a little extra dimension to it, a little more interest. So that kind of helps a bit there, a little more on the firewall. So that came out nice, a little bit around the edge of the air scoop. So I think that's the answer. That's done the trick. So I'll be back soon with the, I'll put a few coats of Future on this, and then I'll be back with the assembly. I'm back again with the completed build. It all went together pretty well, and I've added a few extra watch parts. On the front here I put some little linkages glued together here to make a linkage for the air intake. I put a couple of pulleys, little wheels on the pulley covers here. I scratch built a distributor and a coil, added some spark plug wires, and I think that's about it. Detail painted it. Added a piece of real chain onto his handcuff there. Got all the decals on, and it went on well. They're very thin. A couple of them cracked in a little bit as I was putting them on, but I managed to press them into place and sealed them with a couple of coats of Future. So the decals that came with the kit, some of them, and turned out really nice. I decided to go with a pinstripe decal on the trunk. Haven't come up with a license plate yet for it. It's a little larger than the ones that come with the regular kits, so I'd have to custom make one. I had to cut his arm. I cut it on the inside here of the handcuff to feed him in through the window and the inside, and pressed him into place, and then glued the body onto the chassis, and then glued the hand back on again, and put the engine and the gear shifter in. Lined up his hand and glued it on. So it went together pretty well, and looks really sharp, matches the box art pretty nicely. And you can do a lot with this kit, with the paint, with the colors and so on, and have fun with it. So it was a fun build, fairly quick. Not a lot of parts, but just a lot of fun to paint and to look at. So get that up on the shelf now for display, and have a few glamour shots at the end.